Hey, I'm Matt from Devs United, and today I'm going to show you how you can make an extendable floating action button that you can use to point out to some primary action you have in your activity, or you want to highlight some feature that is very important. If you want to learn more, make sure to check the description, as there are some useful links about website development and app development in general. So let's get started with creating a new Android Studio project with an empty activity and name it however you want. Then click on the finish and wait for the project to load. In the meanwhile, we can copy the dependency that we need to import to our app. So head over to the implementation tab and open the getting started page. From here, we just need to copy a dependency and open the Gradle scripts folder. Click on the build Gradle file and paste the dependency. For me, the latest version is 1.6.1, and then click on the Sync Now button. In the main activity, we can create an UI in the meanwhile, and I'm going to use a relative layout with the button and a floating action button as well that I am going to use to hide and show this extendable floating button. So just create a material button that will control how we want to extend and show our floating action button. And I'm going to center this button. And now I'm also going to create an extendable floating action button with the text of, for example, add note. And also don't forget, we want to use the latest Material Design version 3, so we also have to change one line in the themes folder and open the themes folder and open the themes.xml file. And here we need to make sure that we inherit our parent from the Material Design number 3. So once we do that, we can see that our style of floating action button has changed, and now we are using the latest UI guidelines from the Google. We also want to use an icon with our floating action button, so I'm going to use and import something from Google font library. Now I'm going to position my button to the bottom right of the screen. We are now done with our UI. I am just going to put an IDs to these two buttons. And we also need to put an ID for our floating action button. So open the main activity class and let's initialize these two buttons. don't forget to import class that we are missing. And what we want to do is we want to shrink this floating action button to show just this plus sign, and when we click on this button in the middle, we will just make it bigger, and we will also show the text that is assigned to this floating action button. So let's do it in the code. First thing we want to do is set extended to false, because we want to shrink our button, but we don't want to show the animation. Then we need to create an onClick listener for our shrink and extend button, and when we press this button, we will just make a simple if statement. So if this button is extended, we want to shrink it, and if it's not, we want to make it bigger, we want to extend it. Now let's try to run our app and let's see if it's working. Okay, so our app is running. Now let's try to click on the button in the middle, and we can see that our floating action button is extending and shrinking as we press on the button. Using this button, you can easily highlight some feature on the screen, and you can make the user to notice it even more using this extendable floating action button. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Make sure to follow the links in the description if you want to learn more about website development and app development in general. If you have any questions, just leave a comment and I will try to answer them all. Thank you and bye.